Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Judith's behind the camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. We are making a crispy panko fish today. It is so simple to make. Let me show you how. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe for more simple food ideas. I get all of my fish at Costco because they just make it simple. Do you ever walk down the seafood aisle and wonder what to do with a fillet of fish? We're using steelhead trout today. I know it looks like salmon, but it's not. It's trout. So when I see the packages of trout packaged with just one fillet, I usually buy that because that's cheapest. And this was about $25. Usually what I see are two smaller fillets packaged together, then it's like 40 bucks. And when I buy fish, I want to eat it all right away. I don't want to freeze it. I don't want to have it sitting in my fridge for days, and I don't want a whole bunch of leftovers. So whenever I see it packaged just one, that's where I go. I'm also going to tuck in this thinner part of the fillet underneath, because when you're cooking it, you want the fish to cook evenly. Otherwise, this will be overdone and this may be undercooked. It's very easy to just tuck it. And it's evenly wide all the way through. And even the tail end, I like to tuck that in as well. There you go. I have 3/4 cup of Panko breadcrumbs. And Panko breadcrumbs is just a Japanese breadcrumb. They just use the white parts of the bread. And it's a little bit more chunky, I guess, than regular breadcrumb. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And that will help the panko crisp up in the oven. Just gonna stir all that in. Oh, before I do that, actually, let's just salt and pepper that as well. Maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're essentially using just 4 main ingredients today, plus salt and pepper. If you want a more elevated recipe, you can check out my other recipe on panko fish that uses the same technique, just with more ingredients. I'm adding a 1/4 cup of mayo. This keeps the fish moist, and I'm just gonna spread that just over the top. And that will allow the panko to adhere to the fish. If you're wondering why my parchment paper is all crumpled, I find that when you crumple parchment paper, it doesn't move around your pan as much. Okay, and then the panko just goes down the middle, and then we'll press it into the mayo. My kids love this fish. Doesn't matter how old they get. They're practically adults now, and they just love the crispiness of the panko on the fish. Now we're going to put it on the middle rack of a preheated oven at 425 degrees. And we're going to leave it in there for 20 minutes. Oh, look at that. Nice and brown on top. See, if I had bought the pack with the smaller fillets, I think that the fish would be cooked and you wouldn't get the brown crusting of the panko. Right, checking for doneness. You want it to be starting to flake, a little bit more pink on the inside. I actually put this in for 22 minutes total, but you should start checking maybe at 18 minutes just to make sure that it doesn't overcook, because overcooked fish is no good. So this to me is perfect. I'm just gonna take a cross section to show you what it looks like on the inside. To me, that's perfectly done. So check out how moist the fish is. So that, in contrast to the crispiness of the panko, is just gonna be so good. I've already taken out a portion for Dude to do the taste, but you guys, $25 for a whole fillet of fish. In that 22 minutes while it's cooking, you can make your rice or sides. A side salad would be great, maybe just some bread on the side. It's gonna be just a fantastic meal, because reality is if you go out for even a fish burger or a salmon burger, it's gonna cost you like $25 just for that one burger. Here you can feed the whole family. Are you all ready for?
This is the taste. I'm Dude, and this is a lovely piece of fish. So nicely done. Just nice, just perfect. What the family loves, what I love about this fish is that it's, yeah, a well done, a nicely done fillet of fish is awesome, but you add that creaminess of the mayo and then the crunch of the panko. It is a fantastic combination. I love the crispiness. Wow. When Flo first tried the steelhead trout and she cooked it up, and I thought, oh, it's salmon. It's like, nope, it's steelhead trout. And what we found is that we like the taste. It's not as, like salmon has a very distinctive salmon flavor, and the trout is more mild, a little bit more neutral. And the texture is smooth. It's kind of like when it's done right, it's like a buttery texture. That's why it's heavy on the Lum family rotation. And we're thankful that the cost at Costco hasn't shot up in these inflationary times. It's still a meal that we can put on the table every week and not have to break the bank to get something other than ground meat for our meals. So yeah, very nice. You guys gotta check it out.
Great, thanks, Dude.
Yo.
This fish is so versatile, guys. I think we're gonna actually have it on a bun today. The brioche buns were on sale at Costco, so that's what I picked up for this recipe. You can check it out on FLO'S.com.